Hey folks, welcome back to Medieval Minecraft Creations. Got quite a bit of footage today. I figure I'd show you. This is the bridge, pretty much finished. Tower has issues. I like the top part, but that bottom part really is a little lopsided and has to get fixed a little bit. But I'm going to do that at a later point in time. For right now, it's decent enough. Now, as you see here, I did quite a bit of work off the air between episodes, kind of starting in on my entry area for the basically the Dwarven fortress, underground mines, or whatever you want to call it. Some of these little areas like this. I'm gonna have a lot of this in the mountains, um, like little outcroppings of stonework and whatnot. Um, as you see here, this is just basically the kind of like making the entrance look sort of nice. It's not finished yet. Obviously, the outside isn't, as you say. I'm going to use a lot of lava in the design of the fortress to light things. Probably less so torches. Going to have some torches, but not a lot. A lot of it's going to be from fire for the on the nether rack blocks and probably lava. So this is sort of the inside of the cave. I went in there basically with an MCEdit and used the brush tool just to basically just eliminate large cavernous areas. But unfortunately, when you look in the distance, depending on the time of day, it looks like light or dark out, and there is a hole in the ground there. Maybe I look at it again. There's a hole in the bedrock. I gotta repair that. Otherwise, if you fall through, you just keep falling. But yeah, it's a one big main section here in the front where it goes back pretty far. But then there's two side sections that kind of go in the back. So as you see, um, yeah, here's the front, and this sort of going off on the left side, the left crevice area. And I do plan on kind of having walkways and little shops or living areas for all the different people and whatnot. As you can see here, I do have a lot of repair work I gotta have to do because it breached through in some areas. Some of that sand from above. Unfortunately, I thought I eliminated a lot of the sand, but I guess I didn't. So I'm gonna have to go back and do a lot of work patching things up here and there. Fortunately, a lot of this footage here, the next section is a little bit dark, so I do apologize for that. But once we get in some more of the lighting and the inside, like this stuff, once you develop the different areas, you'll actually be able to see, like the areas like this, I probably should just fix up in MCEdit, but I didn't bother. But I actually get to, yeah, this stuff is almost unseeable. I'm sorry about that. Um, Even if I lighten the footage here in the editor, I doubt you're going to be able to really see much anyway. But you will in a later point in time. It'll become more visible as I develop things and put light sources in. But for right now, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of lava and water in areas. I haven't done the water yet. I'm only done a little bit of lava, just a few things here and there, like this. So I get back to here any second now. Come on. All right. Well, I do start actually showing you what I'm doing here. I start building the actual entryway here, and I cleared some stone out, and I'll just show you sort of what I've been doing, my thought pattern on it. I want to kind of make something interesting as you come in, obviously lit up with either lava or you know the other things, fire. Trying to stay away from torches, except for like in the small buildings. Maybe we'll use torches, but um, yeah. So they're just preparing the areas for the lava, just making sure you don't get you know, any areas where it kind of bleeds through or obstructs people's path. Um, so was a pretty decent method. It takes quite a while for the lava even to go down, as you'll notice. But yeah, keep it pretty much arched all the way down, like this. And also, I'm going to be developing the stair system actually to go into the main cavern, which you'll see in a little bit. Some of my footage for that, and also using a lot of the stair blocks to kind of make designs on the walls and whatnot. So you'll see stuff like this a lot in here. And yeah, sort of do it here also. You'll see in a minute. I am sort of getting how to use some of those blocks now I should say the stair blocks in the creative mode. Before it seemed a little glitchy to me, and if you remember some of my past episodes, I was complaining about it, more recent ones. But yeah, I'm getting used to it now. Or maybe I should just say I'm a little more used to it now. I still mess up a little bit, but it is a time saver actually. So I don't really want to. I have to take back what I said to Mojang about that. It really wasn't that bad. It might have been that it was just a little glitchy before. So I think they must have, in that patch, they must have fixed a lot of the glitchiness with it. I do still see an occasional issue with stairs that have already been placed, occasionally turning themselves around or something. Sometimes slabs will be one level up or down from what they were supposed to be. So I'm seeing that on occasion. So it's still not, still needs some work. But yeah. So yeah, I do want to apologize, guys. I have been putting many episodes out of the creation series lately. I've been concentrating. I have a lot of episodes on in the adventure series because things are really heating up there because of that new mod. Oh, it's just really. If you haven't been watching my adventure series, I would very strongly suggest going back to. I think it's episode. I can't even remember which episode it was now. Where I started a new world. I think it's about 10 episodes ago, and I started using the Yogg box set of mods that comes with what they call the Technic pack, and really it's just phenomenal. The best of the mods in there is this one called Better Dungeons, and even if you don't want to use the other Yogg box mods, that particular mod in itself you might want to look into. It's just really elaborate dungeons, very, very, very good. It blows me away, to be quite honest with you. So I'm really enjoying myself going through there. Still stuck in the area where I have the goblins I'm fighting, but yeah, I found a whole bunch of new dungeons. So for those of you that have been following that series, yeah, I did find the volcano dungeon in many um, pirate ship dungeons and flying ship dungeons. So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of that, and I just wanted to mention that in this series because I know a lot of people watch this series and pretty much ignore some of my other series, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know I've been doing that and a lot lately, trying to have a lot more episodes of that, as well as I do occasionally jump from different series to series. So yeah, obviously, people are noticing them. I got a lot of Dwarf Fortress up lately. I may end up going to do some other series soon. I have a couple ideas, things I want to try out. I might be getting Skyrim for the computer finally. I had some concerns about whether I'd be able to play the game, and then thinking about, well, even if I could play the game on here, will I be able to record? Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I'm still not sure about that. So I can't really do it. I have it for the PlayStation right now. I can't really record PlayStation footage on here without buying a expensive piece of equipment right now. But I think I could probably get away with doing it, just buying the computer version of this. It's not too expensive. It is a little expensive still. So I'm debating that. I've been wanting to do a Skyrim series for so long. Unfortunately, it's like $1 late, and you know what I mean, just too late. These things came out really good. These little design I came up with for the pillars to light things up, and so you'll see I do stairs and upside down stairs, and I sort of like double up on the netherrack. Really came out good. And these stairs, I'm not going to show you all of them, but as you'll see, I sort of stagger them a little bit, and they come out pretty good. The whole point is to kind of get down into that main cavern area, but also kind of use this as a stepping off point for going into other sections of the other two side sections also, which I don't really think I go off. And this I don't finish these stairs this episode, but you'll see I get pretty far. I had so much footage that well I just gotta actually upload this. I haven't had an episode in so long put up. I gotta show you guys this stuff, at least some of the work I've been doing. So yeah, unfortunately, a lot of this footage in these things will end up being pretty dark, but I think ultimately it's gonna look really nice when it's all done. I mean, it's already looking nice, just the cavern. And this little area here, remember I was showing you at the very beginning of the video, that little area, that outcropping outside? Well, this is sort of what I did with it. I wanted to connect everything together in here. So there's like a little walkway going over to the main stairs. So everything will be sort of connected to that, to the stairs and the walkways. And basically just repeating the design of my my pillars here. And yeah, we kind of bend and curve here because I kind of go off to one side, and it's sort of going to connect with the walkway for that one left passageway, but also it's going to curve back around again and go down, which I sort of got towards the end of the footage here. I think actually we are pretty close to the end here, so you'll see that in a minute. Unfortunately, this part's a little dark, but yeah, underneath I'm trying to make it blended in with natural stone a lot, to kind of make it look like it's resting upon the stone sometimes rather than the pillars. So don't overdo it with the pillars. I mean, the occasional pillar is good, but I kind of want them all staggered so they're not too close together. That's sort of why I'm doing this every so often. So now this part here you can't really see, but that's sort of what I was doing underneath there. Kind of putting a lot of stone in and doing things like that. Just random netherrack fire pit thingies. Here's where we turn back around again, heading back the other direction again. And this here will be the walkway off of that left section. And as we get further down, we'll have one for the right section also, which you really couldn't see well in the earlier footage. It was so dark. I do plan on having sort of like a room with huge pillars, sort of like what you've seen in Moria. If you watch the Lord of the Ring movies, that's sort of what that right direction is, because there's a big square room. But it's not going to be exactly like that. But it is going to have something similar to that there. So here's our final little pass of it all. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I do plan on continuing to show you some footage of me building this. I needed a break from the main castle anyway, so we're going to be doing a lot more in here. So remember, hit that thumbs up button on the way out, guys. It keeps supporting me, and I'll catch you soon. Take it easy.